The ancient Stoics valued discretion and the wisdom of silence, recognizing that not everything we think or experience needs to be shared with the world. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things that are beyond the power of our will. Today, we will talk about 15 lessons that Stoicism teaches us to keep to ourselves. With the wisdom of Epictetus in mind, let's delve into these principles in the pursuit of wisdom and inner strength. The only thing I ask of you is not to skip this video in any way. If you're here, consider yourself different from the majority. Consider yourself an exception. Now act like one and don't skip any part of the content. Lesson 1. Refrain from criticizing yourself. In Stoicism, a philosophy centered on inner strength and resilience, a crucial rule is to avoid speaking negatively about yourself. This rule extends to even your private thoughts, which shouldn't indulge in self-deprecation. As advised by Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, safeguarding your self-confidence and overall mental well-being is essential. When you constantly think poorly of yourself, like saying, "I'm terrible at this," or "I'll never improve," you're essentially undermining your self-esteem. These negative thoughts can seriously hamper your motivation and hinder personal growth. To follow this Stoic wisdom, it's vital to be aware of your inner thoughts. Instead of putting yourself down, make a conscious effort to remind yourself of your potential and capabilities. Transform your internal dialogue into positive affirmations, telling yourself, "I am capable of achieving this, and even if it takes time, I will get there eventually." By adopting this positive and growth-focused mindset, you not only strengthen your self-confidence, but also boost your resilience, aligning well with the fundamental principles of Stoicism. Lesson 2. Hold on to your private victories. Epictetus, a wise Stoic philosopher, gives us valuable advice on self-improvement. He suggests that when we're working on becoming better, we should do it quietly and with humility, instead of loudly telling the world about our efforts. Epictetus recommends letting our actions show our progress. According to him, self-improvement is a personal journey for our own benefit, not something to brag about to get applause from others. Boasting about our achievements can make our intentions seem less genuine and might even reduce our motivation. Epictetus believes in the saying, "Actions speak louder than words." He thinks real growth is seen in how we behave, our character, and our mindset. So, rather than talking a big game, he encourages us to quietly work on ourselves in the background. In Epictetus's view, self-improvement is most effective when it's a silent and steady effort. Instead of announcing our goals, he advises us to focus on personal development and let our results naturally shine through. People, according to Epictetus, are more influenced by the real changes they see in us than by the words we say. To him, the journey to self-improvement is about being humble and modest, with our actions and results doing the talking. This genuine and impactful approach becomes a source of inspiration and influence for those around us. Lesson 3. Don't eat too much. Balance is important. Musonius Rufus, a wise Stoic philosopher, gives us important advice on moderation in life, especially in what we eat and drink. He says that if we indulge too much, it can cause problems like physical and mental burdens and burnout. Stoic philosophy teaches us that being disciplined and having self-control is crucial for success, not just in our work, but in everything we do. Musonius emphasizes that moderation isn't just a suggestion, it's something we should make a part of our lives. Think of it like a pendulum swinging between two extremes. On one side, there's overindulgence, eating or drinking too much. This might feel good at the moment, but it can cause issues for our bodies and minds. Overeating can lead to discomfort and health problems, and excessive drinking can mess with our judgment. On the other side, there's extreme restraint or not allowing ourselves to enjoy things. This can be just as bad. leading to feelings of frustration and making us more likely to overindulge later. Musonius advises finding a middle path, moderation. Instead of eating until we're uncomfortable, we should stop when we're satisfied. Instead of drinking too much, Musonius teaches us that moderation is not just about food and drinks. It's a universal principle we should apply to everything in our lives. By practicing moderation, we learn discipline and self-control. So, Lesson 4. Don't be a big mouth. Listen more than you speak. Zeno, an ancient philosopher and the father of Stoicism, once shared a timeless piece of advice that still rings true in our busy and talkative world. He wisely said, "You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, so listen more than you speak." This simple but powerful advice encourages us to think about how we talk and connect with others. In our world today, where everyone is trying to be heard in social media, meetings, and daily conversations, Zeno's advice is more important than ever. Amidst all the noise, we often forget the value of actively and attentively listening. Listening is like an art. It's more than just the absence of noise. It means giving someone your full attention, understanding their words, emotions, and even what they don't say. When you listen well, you give a special gift, respect. It shows that you care about what the other person thinks, feels, and experiences. Living in a world full of noise, being a good listener makes you stand out. It means you understand and care, creating meaningful connections that strengthen relationships, whether in your personal or professional life. Think of being a good listener as a key to learning and growth. When you engage with what others share, you gain new perspectives, insights, and knowledge. Listening becomes a way to develop personally and make better decisions. Remember Zeno's advice, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, so listen more than you speak. In a world where everyone wants to be heard, being a good listener is like having a superpower. It involves being mindful, respectful, and wise. Embrace the strength of listening to build deep connections with others and grow both personally and professionally. Lesson 5. Don't be too focused on the future. In Stoicism, there's a valuable lesson about not obsessing over the future. Thinkers like Epictetus teach us that some things in life are beyond our control. Worrying about events we can't influence, whether they happened in the past, are happening now, or might happen later, only adds stress and unhappiness. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, highlighted that real happiness comes from letting go of our concerns about things we can't change. He famously said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Accept what you can't control." It's important to understand that you can't control everything in your life. Some things are just not in your hands, and worrying won't make a difference. External circumstances, how others behave, and future uncertainties fall into this category. Live in the present, instead of dwelling on the past or stressing about the future. Stoicism suggests focusing on the present. Your ability to act and make choices is limited to the current moment. By doing your best now, you can positively shape what's to come. Control your reactions. Stoics stress the importance of managing your reactions and attitudes. You may not control external events, but you always control how you respond to them. This self-mastery helps you find peace and contentment, even when life throws uncertainties your way. Cut down on unnecessary stress. Constantly worrying about what might happen in the future only creates stress and anxiety. Stoicism encourages accepting life's unpredictability instead of fighting against it. By doing this, you can lighten your mental load and live with more tranquility. Stoic philosophy encourages us to let go of excessive concerns about the future and focus on what we can handle. This approach can lead to greater happiness, resilience, and a more peaceful state of mind, echoing the wisdom of Epictetus. Lesson 6. Remember to express appreciation. The way we convey gratitude, or on the flip side, fail to appreciate, holds significant weight in our interactions with others. It's crucial to consistently communicate our recognition for the efforts of those around us, because life in itself is an extraordinary gift that deserves our gratitude each day. Echoing the wisdom of the venerable philosopher Epictetus, being smart means finding joy in what we have, not getting upset about what's missing. This timeless wisdom tells us to always notice and be grateful for the good things in our lives. To put it simply, being ungrateful is like not noticing or saying thanks for the good stuff that happens to us. It can show up in different ways, like not appreciating when people are kind or just taking everyday comforts for granted. Practicing gratitude means seeing and thanking the good parts of our lives and the people who make them better. When we act like we don't care or appreciate things, it can create a gap between us and the people around us. This can lead to problems, hurt feelings, and make things awkward socially. On the other hand, showing gratitude makes relationships better and creates a place where everyone feels noticed and important. So, when you talk to others, always remember how important it is to appreciate them. Recognize their efforts and contributions, because showing gratitude goes beyond saying thank you. It's a powerful way to connect and show respect, making everyone's lives better. Lesson 7. Don't be rude. Show respect in communication. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, emphasized how important it is to be polite and show respect in our interactions with others. He believed that treating others with kindness and respect helps us live a peaceful and virtuous life. Seneca wrote a lot about controlling our emotions, especially anger, because it can harm our relationships and well-being. He knew that treating others rudely or disrespectfully can hurt them and create conflicts. This idea is crucial in today's world, where clear and polite communication is vital. Seneca's ideas about respect fit well with his Stoic beliefs. Stoics think we should focus on what we can control, like our actions and reactions, and accept what we can't change. Being polite and respectful is something we can control, and it helps us create positive interactions and build strong connections with others. When we communicate respectfully, we're more likely to have meaningful and constructive conversations, even when we disagree. Respecting others' opinions and treating them with kindness helps us avoid misunderstandings and build trust. Seneca's teachings remind us that respect and politeness are essential for our own well-being and for the well-being of those around us. By following his advice, we can create a more harmonious and understanding world. Lesson 8. Don't spread rumors. Focus on facts. Seneca, an ancient philosopher, offers us valuable advice about handling information in today's world. He warns against the spread of unverified information and urges us to seek the truth before sharing it. In his words, believe only what you see with your own eyes and understand with your own mind. In our digital age, information spreads quickly, and not all of it is reliable. Seneca's advice is crucial. Be cautious and verify facts before sharing anything. Think about the impact of spreading false information. Rumors and false news can harm individuals, damage reputations, and cause unnecessary confusion and anxiety. Seneca's teachings align with the principles of ethical and responsible communication. He emphasizes the importance of truthfulness and accuracy in what we share. To follow his wisdom in today's world, always question the source and credibility of information. Ask yourself, is this true? Can I verify it before passing it on? By doing this, you become a responsible communicator, helping to prevent the spread of misinformation and contributing to a more informed and understanding society. Embracing Seneca's philosophy means prioritizing the truth and being mindful of the information we share. In a world full of noise and rumors, be a beacon of reliable information and responsible communication. Lesson 9. Don't be envious. Appreciate what you have. Seneca, a famous philosopher, gives us timeless advice about envy and gratitude. He highlights the importance of focusing on what we have and not comparing ourselves to others. According to Seneca, being envious means feeling unhappy because someone else has something we want. This mindset can make us feel inadequate and frustrated. Instead, he suggests practicing gratitude, which means appreciating what we have and finding joy in our own lives. In his teachings, Seneca emphasizes that envy is a destructive emotion. It not only makes us unhappy, but also harms our relationships with others. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, we fail to see the unique and valuable aspects of our own lives. Seneca's wisdom encourages us to shift our perspective. Rather than dwelling on what we lack, we should focus on our own blessings and achievements. This shift can lead to greater contentment and inner peace. To apply Seneca's advice in our daily lives, we can start by recognizing and celebrating our own successes, no matter how small. We can also practice gratitude by regularly reflecting on the things we're thankful for. This practice can help us develop a positive outlook and reduce feelings of envy. In a world where social media often fuels comparison and envy, Seneca's teachings remind us of the importance of appreciating our own journey and finding happiness within ourselves. Lesson 10. Keep your plans to yourself. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, gives us valuable guidance on the importance of discretion when it comes to our plans and ambitions. He advises that we should keep our goals and projects to ourselves until they are fully realized. Seneca believes that sharing our plans prematurely can invite unnecessary scrutiny, criticism, and even sabotage from others. When we talk too much about our intentions, we risk exposing ourselves to negative influences that can derail our efforts and weaken our resolve. Seneca's wisdom encourages us to focus on action rather than words. Instead of seeking validation or approval from others, we should dedicate our energy to working diligently toward our goals. By doing so, we can avoid distractions and stay committed to our path. Keeping our plans private also allows us to maintain a sense of autonomy and control over our own journey. It helps us avoid the pressure of external expectations and allows us to pursue our ambitions with greater clarity and determination. In today's world, where sharing every aspect of our lives on social media has become the norm, Seneca's advice reminds us of the value of privacy and self-reliance. By keeping our plans to ourselves, we can protect our dreams from unnecessary interference and stay focused on achieving our goals. Lesson 11. Don't brag about your achievements. Seneca, a wise philosopher, offers us timeless advice on the importance of humility and the dangers of bragging about our achievements. He believes that true success should speak for itself, without the need for self-promotion. According to Seneca, boasting about our accomplishments can lead to arrogance and create distance between us and others. When we constantly seek validation and praise from others, we risk becoming overly dependent on external approval. This can undermine our self-confidence and make us vulnerable to the opinions of others. Seneca's wisdom encourages us to focus on the intrinsic value of our achievements rather than seeking external recognition. By practicing humility, we can maintain a balanced perspective and avoid the pitfalls of pride. True fulfillment comes from knowing that we have done our best and made a positive impact, regardless of whether others acknowledge it. In today's world, where self-promotion and social media are prevalent, Seneca's teachings remind us of the importance of staying grounded and authentic. By letting our actions and accomplishments speak for themselves, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and self-assurance. Instead of seeking praise, we should focus on the joy of our journey and the satisfaction of personal growth. Lesson 12. Avoid gossip. Focus on meaningful conversations. Seneca, a revered Stoic philosopher, gives us valuable guidance on the significance of meaningful communication and the dangers of gossip. He believes that engaging in gossip and idle talk not only wastes our time, but also damages our character and relationships. According to Seneca, gossip is a form of negative communication that spreads rumors, creates misunderstandings, and harms others. When we engage in gossip, we contribute to a culture of negativity and distrust. Seneca's wisdom encourages us to focus on meaningful conversations that enrich our lives and the lives of others. Instead of indulging in idle talk, we should seek out discussions that inspire, educate, and uplift. Meaningful conversations allow us to connect deeply with others, share knowledge, and foster mutual understanding. In today's world, where gossip can easily spread through social media and other platforms, Seneca's advice is more relevant than ever. By avoiding gossip and choosing to engage in positive and constructive communication, we can build stronger and more authentic relationships. We can also contribute to a more respectful and compassionate society. Lesson 13. Don't hold grudges. Practice forgiveness. Seneca, a wise philosopher, teaches us the importance of forgiveness and letting go of grudges. He believes that holding on to anger and resentment not only harms our own well-being, but also hinders our personal growth. According to Seneca, forgiveness is a powerful tool for achieving inner peace and maintaining harmonious relationships. When we hold grudges, we carry a heavy emotional burden that can negatively impact our mental and physical health. Resentment and anger can consume our thoughts and prevent us from experiencing true happiness. Seneca's wisdom encourages us to practice forgiveness as a way to free ourselves from the negative emotions that hold us back. By letting go of grudges, we can release the past and focus on the present. Forgiveness allows us to move forward with a sense of compassion and understanding. In today's world, where conflicts and misunderstandings are common, Seneca's teachings remind us of the importance of forgiveness in maintaining our own well-being and fostering positive relationships. By practicing forgiveness, we can create a more peaceful and compassionate world for ourselves and others. Lesson 14. Keep your emotions in check. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, gives us valuable guidance on the importance of emotional regulation and self-control. He believes that managing our emotions is essential for achieving inner peace and living a virtuous life. According to Seneca, uncontrolled emotions can lead to irrational behavior and negative consequences. When we allow our emotions to dictate our actions, we risk making impulsive decisions that can harm ourselves and others. Seneca's wisdom encourages us to cultivate self-awareness and develop techniques for managing our emotions. This includes practicing mindfulness, reflecting on our thoughts and feelings, and adopting a rational perspective. By keeping our emotions in check, we can respond to challenges with clarity and composure. In today's fast-paced and emotionally charged world, Seneca's teachings are especially relevant. By learning to regulate our emotions, we can navigate life's ups and downs with greater resilience and maintain a sense of inner calm. Lesson 15. Remember to act with integrity. Marcus Aurelius, a great Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, teaches us the importance of acting with integrity in all aspects of life. He believes that living a virtuous life means staying true to our principles and values, regardless of external circumstances. According to Marcus Aurelius, integrity involves honesty, fairness, and consistency in our actions and decisions. When we act with integrity, we build trust and respect with others and maintain our own sense of self-worth. Marcus Aurelius' wisdom encourages us to prioritize integrity over short-term gains or superficial success. By staying true to our values, we can navigate life's challenges with a clear conscience and a strong sense of purpose. In today's world, where ethical dilemmas and moral compromises are common, Marcus Aurelius' teachings remind us of the importance of integrity in building a meaningful and fulfilling life. Lesson 16. Value your time. Make the most of every moment. Seneca, a wise philosopher, gives us valuable guidance on the importance of valuing our time and making the most of every moment. He believes that time is our most precious resource and should be used wisely. According to Seneca, many people waste time on trivial pursuits and distractions, failing to realize the fleeting nature of life. He encourages us to be mindful of how we spend our time and to focus on activities that bring meaning and fulfillment. Seneca's wisdom reminds us that time is limited, and once lost, it cannot be regained. By prioritizing our goals and values, we can ensure that our time is spent in ways that align with our true desires and aspirations. This means being intentional about our choices and avoiding procrastination and time-wasting habits. In today's fast-paced and often chaotic world, Seneca's teachings are especially relevant. By valuing our time and making conscious decisions about how we spend it, we can lead more purposeful and fulfilling lives. Lesson 17. Embrace change. Adapt to new circumstances. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, teaches us the importance of embracing change and adapting to new circumstances. He believes that change is an inevitable part of life, and our ability to adapt is crucial for maintaining inner peace and resilience. According to Epictetus, resisting change leads to unnecessary suffering and frustration. Instead, he encourages us to accept and embrace change as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. Epictetus' wisdom reminds us that we cannot control external events, but we can control our responses to them. By adopting a flexible and open-minded attitude, we can navigate life's changes with greater ease and confidence. In today's rapidly changing world, Epictetus' teachings are especially relevant. By embracing change and adapting to new circumstances, we can thrive in an ever-evolving environment and achieve personal growth. Lesson 18. Practice self-discipline. Achieve your goals. Epictetus, a wise philosopher, teaches us the importance of self-discipline in achieving our goals and living a virtuous life. He believes that self-discipline is the foundation of personal growth and success. According to Epictetus, self-discipline involves controlling our impulses, making intentional choices, and staying committed to our principles and goals. When we practice self-discipline, we can overcome obstacles and achieve our aspirations. Epictetus' wisdom encourages us to develop habits and routines that support our goals. This includes setting clear intentions, staying focused, and persevering through challenges. By practicing self-discipline, we can cultivate a strong sense of self-control and resilience. In today's world, where distractions and temptations are abundant, Epictetus' teachings remind us of the importance of self-discipline in achieving our full potential.